Hello, and welcome back to Dragon Quest VII 3DS Remake. Uh-oh. Like, okay, there it goes. I was going to say, don't tell me my controller's acting up now. Okay. Okay, get that cursor out of there for now. Oh yeah, we're still here in what used to be the roamers encampment areas. But now, like I pointed out at the ending of the last video, for some reason half of that land didn't make the transition from past to present. The whole western half of the map there is still nothing but open ocean yet. I don't know why that is. Why only half of this continent? Kind of weird, but okay. Now, in the last video, I noticed there's still a couple other unexplored areas on the map. So, see if there's anything I can do there before I move on to the next area. As far as, going to another island, continent, chapter, helping them through whatever caused their termination, seeing to it that they exist in the present time, etc., like we've already done several times by now. Before going on with another round of that. Oh, yeah, okay, for a little further south. I keep looking at the wrong spot on the map. No, not here. I've already been there. A little further south yet. Of course, random battles. Again, I know I've mentioned this many times on my RPG playthrough since I started this channel 2 years ago. But why does it always seem that when you want the random battles, when you're grinding, they seem to take forever to happen? But when you're just trying to explore and just don't want to fight every 5 seconds, that's when the battles are endless. Like, what the hell, game? Where were all these battles when I wanted them? Okay. Oh, there's something. No, I don't want to board the ship yet. Oh, never mind. I can't get to it from here. Okay. Where I am right now, there's nothing. Okay, fine. I guess I do want to board the ship. That was all there was to that? Okay, fine. I guess we sail further southwest, or southeast rather, to that other unexplored area on the map there. As far southeast as the map goes at this point. Barracuda. Okay. Heart song reference there, but yeah. Well, obviously that's not what they intended. I'm just adding that myself. That's just me. I can't see that word Barracuda and not think of the heart song. That's just me. You know, or at least you should by now if you've been around these videos long enough. Mindless rock references. And like the Man-O-War enemy and blow your speakers. And or when I was playing Final Fantasy VII, that item they called the TS bomb. Twisted Sister, TS, okay. Of course, in Final Fantasy Explorer side game, you don't even have to go out of your way to make that reference. 2 of the side quests, Twisted Sisters Gardens and something else with that. Yeah. I mean, again, in both counts, I know they're not referring to the 80s rock band, but come on. Anybody that knows me or has been around these videos long enough should know by now I just cannot see those two words side by side and not think of the rock band. We're not going to take it. Twisted Sister. So every time I'm playing the 3DS side game Final Fantasy Explorers and that quest comes up, every time, hey, Twisted Sister, cool. I mean, keeping in mind, when I started doing YouTube videos, first it was music. The video game idea came along later, after watching some Twitch streamers like T-Cobalt43, who I've referenced several times in these Dragon Quest series. Or Agent Frowny, another Twitch streamer I watch quite regularly. That's when I decided, hey, I'm going to do this too. By then, the music channel had been up on YouTube for at least a half a year. Anyways, is there anything I can do on this continent yet? Or is this something for later? Okay, if that's what I'm thinking this is definitely something for much later in the game. Oh yeah, okay, I'm surprised I even have access to this building yet. Seeing as how late into the game you are by the time you can do anything here. Definitely a case of YouTuber HC Bailey. Remember this for later, viewers, kind of thing. Again, I'm surprised we even have access to this early in the game. Seeing as how you can't do anything here for a while yet. Okay, what's over here? Oh, wait a minute. Is this what I'm thinking? I think I've already been on. This is what I'm thinking it is. I've already been over here. Yeah. That's what I thought. Frobisher and Faraday Castle. The Automaton segment took place here. Yeah, there's the town. And over there would have been the portal to this place in the past. Yeah. Only difference is when I was going through this segment all those videos ago now, that bridge I just crossed to get here again wasn't there, or was destroyed or something. So yeah, couldn't get over here yet. If this landmass was even here yet back then, if this wasn't all just submerged in water still, then I don't remember. I'd have to watch those videos. This still might have been, this whole landmass might have been underwater yet then. Of course, if that's the case, I don't know why we haven't been here yet. This doesn't really have anything to do with the places we've already been, so I don't know why it's available for exploration now. So it's not only have we not been here yet, but again, there isn't really nothing you can do here yet. So again, I don't know why this is, oh well. Just something to remember for later. Unless there's something I'm not seeing, something I'm missing, and there is actually something you can do here now. If that's the case, please do tell me in the comments to this video once I upload it onto YouTube. But yeah, I don't think there's anything you can do here now until much later in the story. So, yeah. Guess that's everything. Wait a minute, hold on. I really need to pay attention to that more often. I commented several times how I'm glad they have that fragment detector. And I can count at least 2 or 3 times that I didn't even pay attention to it. Which might have resulted in me missing a fragment, even though... Yeah. Well, if that is the case, then it's no fault on the game. Just the person playing it. I mean, the developers at least added that fragment detector in this version of the game. I'm just the imbecile who may have very well ignored it and may have missed a fragment or two as a result. I'm not sure. Okay, come on. Yes, why do I keep saying no? Talk about being an imbecile. Alright. So yeah, it looks like that's all I can do for world exploration right now. Yeah, we're slowly restoring the world, so to speak. I mean, when we first started, the island we were on was all there was. So much so that that's what everybody believed. And they weren't too far off at that point in time. It was just that one island. But since we've been going out adventuring and helping everybody, look. Yeah. Spoiler, well, actually, by this point, I don't think it's much of a spoiler anymore. That we've only just started. That world map is going to be much more filled up by the time we're done here. And at this point, we haven't even gotten to the point of the story as to what caused all this in the first place. I mean, we've heard hints of it. Some battle with some god, quote unquote, known as the Almighty, blah, blah, blah. We've heard hints of it, but we haven't really got into the gist of it, so to speak, yet. And won't for some time. Anyways, here's to hoping I did get all of the fragments I need up to this point. Otherwise, this is going to be a very short attempt. Of course, then again, thinking about that, if the next segment, next chapter scenario is what I'm thinking it is, I might want to do a little bit more grinding because it's not going to be just one boss, but several of them. One of which could be extremely annoying. At least it has been in previous playthroughs of the game. Carrying yellow. Okay, I don't think the next stop is a yellow one. I think that's the next one after the next 2 from now. I think, if I'm remembering the progression correctly. I mean, granted, later in the game it'll be a little less linear, and you'll have, if you get all the fragments along the way, you should be able to choose which one you want to go to amongst an option of 2 or 3 different ones. But again, that's provided that you pick up all the fragments along the way, which I myself might not have been doing. Okay, I don't think this is the one I was referring to 2 from now, the one after the next one. It might be, actually. That one is one of the yellow. The one I'm thinking of is. Okay, no more yellow, no more red. No. Okay, I got a blue and I got. Yeah, I think the next one is a blue one, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh, I might not have enough pieces though. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, how does this go in there? Well, come on. I'm good at puzzles, I swear. Obviously not. Who am I trying to kid besides maybe myself? I certainly ain't making much of a case for anyone watching this video. Yep, okay, I guess I do have enough. Looking at it earlier, it looked like there was going to be a... Yeah. Alright, here we go. If this is what I'm thinking it is, yeah. I might want to do a lot of grinding, raise up a few levels, and get some money to buy some upgraded gear before I move on with this. Yep, it is. I could tell by that map. This is what I was thinking it is. And yeah, there's going to be... By the time I'm done with this chapter and back in our own real time, present time, several bosses to fight. I mean, we might already be leveled up enough for that, but you know me, I like being over-leveled anyway, so... I mean, I'll like the end result of this. Is we'll finally be able to get into the main part of the mechanics of this whole game, as far as battle goes. What am I talking about? Well, what are the last two words in that dialogue? Yeah, AllTrades Abbey. Yeah, this is where we finally unlock all of the job classes and vocations and all that kind of stuff, like Dragon Quest 3 or 6 before it, or Final Fantasy 3 and Final Fantasy 5. Changeable job classes and abilities you can learn through them. This is where we finally unlock that. But to do so, again, several boss battles in this segment. Of course, 2 of them you can't win, you have to lose, which I hate. But at least in both cases, they make it obvious from the get-go that you cannot win that battle. Unlike some games with those kind of things. Or it seems where if you're leveled up enough and have decent enough equipment, you have the illusion that you can win, so you exhaust all your MP and whatnot, trying to stay alive long enough to do so before you slowly realize, oh, damn it, he's invincible. Yeah. Those are the kind of battles I hate. If you're going to make must-lose battles, at least make it obvious from the start. And they do that with these 2 in this chapter, luckily. But yeah, definitely going to want to do some grinding before I go too far with this. Okay, there's the church to save my game. There's the inn. Okay, wait a minute. Didn't they say something about weapons and armor up or shops here? Okay, here we go. Thought so. One of the signs outside the door. Anything new? Yeah, but nothing. Yeah, we already have that. Oh, for a kid. 1 point. Oh, Ruff definitely could use that. It's only 1 point of defense increase for Maribel. But damn, 18 for... Okay, fine. Definitely want to get one of those for Ruff. Yeah, look at that. Style, I'm not too concerned with. Like I've said, like I think I've said in other videos in this series. I'll worry about that when we get to that optional point in the game where you have that style contest. At least I hope it. Yeah, it is optional because I've never done that in this version, in this game. I know in Part 6 that whole contest is required, as you need to win that 3 times to get a key item. It's one of the things I hate about Dragon Quest 6. If you're gonna have that crap, make it optional, like they do in this game. Don't have one of the key storyline plot point items hinge at winning it. Screw you. Anyways. Alright. Again, 1 point of defense, big deal. I'm not going to worry about 1 point of defense. You'll hardly even notice the difference, if you will, at all. So yeah. 2, kind of the same thing. Unless maybe they got some special side effect like a ribbon in a Final Fantasy game or status ailment resistance or something like that, then yeah. But for base defense, in and of itself, just a couple of points to me doesn't make it worth buying it. And this doesn't appear to have any special effects, or so the dialogue there says in the upper right corner, so yeah. Alright, so I guess, never mind. There are no weapon upgrades. Just the one, yeah. Okay. Alright then, let's see, what level are we at? I haven't even been paying attention. Oh, well, actually I might be strong enough to fight those boss battles already. Is this what I think it is? No, okay, never mind. What are you doing here? Okay, I doubt that's the same person, just one of many, same graphic sprite palette, but different character. Like this guy here, this old guy that looks like the one that read the book for us at the start of the game. Dermot the Hermit. Yeah. Graphically, it's the same guy, but character-wise, no. At least I doubt it. He made it all the way over here. But this guy, he looks like one of the many people from a chapter scenario much later in the game. From a town where most of the people dress like he does. That's what I'm saying. What are you doing here? But no, again, I doubt it's the same person, just the same sprite palette, graphically speaking. Hubble and the Wizard's Conjure, whatever, yeah, segment that comes up much later. Okay, so there's not much to do here. Oh, wait a minute, I guess. Time to be a vandal. Yeah. Again, never ceases to amuse me. We're the hero, destined to save the world. But at the same time, we're not afraid to vandalize, to break into people's houses unannounced, uninvited, and rummage through their belongings, taking whatever suits our purpose. Some hero, whether it's a Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy, and heck, even in some cases, Zelda games. Some hero we turned out to be. Common hoodlum burglar. Yeah, hero of my foot. But 'tis the way of video games, so yeah, I guess you just gotta deal with it. That's why I like Breath of the Wild, for example. When the king, spoiler alert, of course I don't think that's much of a spoiler anymore now. When the old man says, when you try to take his baked apple, says, you can't just take whatever you... I'm like, dude, I'm the hero in a video game. Of course I could just take whatever suit me. Yeah. Every time I read that dialogue, I'm thinking that, like, dude, what are you talking about? I can't just take whatever I want. I'm the hero in a video game. Of course I can. 'Tis the way of video games, and always has been, since there has been video games to speak of. Anyways. Alright. Wait a minute. Trying to stall for time. Talk to everybody. Again, I'm still debating on whether or not I want to grind up a few more levels before going on to the main portions of this. Because, spoiler alert, there'll be a certain point of no return, where once I trigger that dialogue, there will be no going back, no chance to grind future levels or any. I'll be deadlocked into the game's story plot points. And if I'm not ready for that levels and equipment-wise, it could be bad. So, before I trigger that point of no return, for lack of better terminology, okay, there's a well here. Don't remember. I think it was Dragon Quest IV. I think it was the first game where you could actually go down wells. At least for Dragon Quest games. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't the first video game in general, but for Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior games, I think Part 4 was, or was it 5? I don't remember. But anyways, casino, huh? At least in most games, the casino is optional. Except for a small part in Dragon Quest XI, where you have to go through and play some of the casino, unless you remember that ahead of time and have enough casino tokens saved up in storage ahead of time. You know, yeah. From just grinding money and selling and buying the casino tokens that way, like I did in my last playthrough of Dragon Quest XI. Otherwise, on a normal playthrough, yeah, you have to win a certain amount of tokens by playing casino games to get past that requirement. Yeah, like the style thing in Dragon Quest VI. That's one of the strikes against 11. Mandatory casino involvement. Middle fingers, middle fingers. I mean, I don't mind casinos in Dragon Quest games, but make them optional. There if you want to spend time on them, but avoidable if you don't. And again, most of the games that is true, except for that small part in part 11. Yeah. I won't say exactly when or where to avoid spoilers for those watching this video that haven't played that game yet, but yeah. Of course, I won't be able to do a playthrough of that game. At least not an earliest case scenario possible next spring when I get the console model Switch and a capture card. So could get the capture card now, but only having a Switch Lite, I don't think capture devices work for it. So, well, I could play Dragon Quest XI anytime, having it both digitally downloaded and physical cartridge. Well, yeah, that's because I bought it digitally first, and then later that year, somebody I know bought a cartridge copy of it for me for my birthday present, not realizing I already had the game digitally. So, yeah. And not, being polite to the person who bought it for me as a birthday gift, not wanting to hurt their feelings or anything like that. I never sold it. Yeah. So I still have it both ways, digitally and physical cartridge, but. Where have all the good times gone? Van Halen, 1982. Whose victory? What victory? What are you talking about? A bard. I'm sorry, my friends, but every time I see a bard in a video game, I'm always reminded of Edward in Final Fantasy IV. Make it go away. I mean, yeah, in the new Pixel remaster, Edward is actually somewhat useful. But in the original version of the game, even the GBA remake, on Edward. Okay. Hint, hint, hint. Hint, hint. Wink, wink. Yeah. Something is not right here. This should be the first indication of that. People go there and don't come back. Yeah. There I go again, making faces. Not having a camera to capture them anyway, so all these facial expressions are wasted. But yeah, that dialogue should be the first hint that something is not right here. Okay, now where's the way out of here? Oh great, I'm stuck down here. Help! I'm being held prisoner. No, not really. Well, seriously though, all attempted comedy aside, where is the way out of here? What the hell? Okay, 100% seriousness, where is the stairway out of here? Oh, there it is. Okay, never mind. Sorry, it wasn't the stairway. It was... By the way, at the bottom of a well. What the hell? Talk about an out-of-the-way place to have a casino. What is this? some world where casinos have been banned, so to try to hide the fact, you have it underground where nobody will think to look. Hey, what's wrong with the warrior job class? I mean, like Dragon Quest 3. Yeah. Oh, he actually does walk away. Yeah, somebody, I can't remember who it was, probably the aforementioned T-Cobalt43, Twitch streamer, YouTuber, when he played through this game, mentioned that. I never picked up on it until then, but yeah. A lot of times people say they're going somewhere, and then they just walk around in circles in the same town where you talk to them. He actually does walk away. Yeah. Again, people go there and never come back. Uh-oh. This doesn't bode well. Yeah. Alright, well, 30 minutes is up anyway, so I've succeeded in stalling and wasting time. Now, before making the next video, I gotta decide, do I want to try to take my chances with the levels I'm at? Or do I want to grind up a few levels before going on to the place that no one has ever come back from? Either way, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.